It's a picture-perfect autumn day here in New Jersey, where we welcome you to the Virus Lands for not just the game of the week, but the premier matchup of the season so far, with the 4-0 Viruses fresh off their victory over the Bald Eagles last Monday night, playing host to the cumulative point leaders, the Bad Guys, in a classic battle of old-school founding franchises. The Viruses are turning to Ahmad Bradshaw to carry the load for number 2 running back in the league, Rashad Mendenhall, who is on the bye. But the Bad Guys know it won't be easy, having to manage themselves with a bye week that has decimated their receiver corps. They signed veteran receiver Derek Mason on Wednesday, and are suiting up 49er tight end Vernon Davis to pick up the slack. 3,000 miles away, and while the rain is coming down in Portland, Oregon, the sun is still shining on the Knishes' ass after notching their first win of the season, and a good one at that, at home against Adrian Peterson's Bad Guys. Today they take their 1-2-1 hopes on the road to the Dust Bowl to resume the oldest rivalry in human history, facing the 2-2 Enshalas. Both teams still vying for the playoff promised land. In fact, 4 weeks in, all teams are in it, and just this morning, a rare 6-player prominence trade between the 1-2-1 Unlucky Charms and the 1-3 Hapless Husbands proves no one is ready to throw in the towel. The Bromo, McGahee, and Calvin Johnson, only the Charms, the Vic Darby, and Wes Welker, all 6 players apparently have complained about the trade. But they and the rest of the league will have to go through the Weasels and 2 live Jews. The Weasels take number 1 fantasy player Arian Foster and their 2 tight end lineup into the Cathedral to face the New York Husbands, who are also joined by Santonio Holmes this week, while 2 live Jews enjoys a mitzvah from Yahweh facing the last place Charms, who hope the additions of Romo quarterback and Johnson at wide receiver, along with up-and-coming Jamal Charles and Ryan Terrain, can help them get to 500. And smack in the middle of the standings facing off today in the second game of our doubleheader are Los and Yonkers, still high after their improbable comeback over the Husbands last week, and Paola, who just missed taking the weekly win away from the Weasels. It doesn't get any more intriguing than this battle of suburban fathers who met through their children. And finally tonight, in our Sunday night matchup, playoff hopes on the line as the evil empire of the Fuckins invade the Dome to face the consistently competitive Bald Eagles. But this time, they're just looking to avoid a 1-4 mark. One team will walk away with their postseason hopes on the ropes. Is this the week gets separated from the chaff, or does the playoff race get a little tighter? It's week 5 in the PFL next.